As a child, this artist in the making and her grandmother would describe their dreams to each other. By painting her dreams, she removes any negative energy and makes the association a positive one.
Hey Portia, it's really great to meet you.
Hi.
A lot of your work is influenced by the dreams that you have. What dream is depicted with this one?
I was surrounded by lots of animals and they wanted to attack me. So I wanted to run away. So the only way I could run away was to go up. And I wanted God to deliver me from the bondages.
You speak about God a lot when you're talking about your artwork. What part does he play in your creative process?
I can't do anything without his presence. It's like I believe these dreams, it's a communication between me and God.
Working from her studio in Harare, Portia is happily married to sculptor Gideon Gomo, and they have 2 children. Ironically, contentment doesn't make her productive as an artist.
You guys have such a brilliant synergistic relationship. It seems like you kind of feed into each other.
Yeah, that's very true. I think we'd say we naturally feed from each other since, art is entirely a very dynamic language. So when she speaks, I might understand some of the things that she's saying in a way.
When he's stressing me, I produce more.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it always needs a ground to breed, to grow from. I think that's more like an energy.
I can definitely feel the energy kind of bouncing between you guys. And clearly it's produced amazing work. I can see with this one, there's still those wings and what looks like a halo.
It's not actually a halo. It's like Jens reaching out to God. I want to fly to where he lives. I don't know where, but I want to go there and maybe do a one-on-one. Yeah, and the position of kneeling down, I'm humbling myself before him. So I think he should answer.
I can add to that because, when these dreams come up, you can really feel physically that she's depressed, physically that she's in bondage. So when the deliverance comes in her dreams, she cannot really explain, but I can feel it that now she's free. Now she's been delivered. She's been rescued.
And also sometimes when I put it on canvas, I feel free again because it's there now. I don't have to do anything with it.
She's done artist residencies from London to Bangalore. And Colin Cole of the Blue Door Print Studio in Joburg was delighted to host Portia for a first-hand look at her process.
Colin, thank you so much for having us in your beautiful space. What inspired you to put together the Blue Door Print Studio?
There was a kind of a dearth of printmaking facilities available outside of tertiary education. And there was a huge interest from both artists and the normal public. And I decided, why not just open it, extend it, and see what would happen with it. And it became very successful and very interesting working with people, not only students from university, but all walks of life.
Miss Zvavahera uses printing on canvas. Though even with all materials ready, she insists sometimes the painting doesn't want to be painted. Fez hoped this wasn't one of those days.
Really keen to get going. How can I help?
Just hold this right there.
That's my job.
Yes,
Probably
to just
the safest
hold
thing. How do you choose the colors? I mean, what's the dream we're trying to depict now?
It's not like I choose. As it comes, I just use any color I want.
Wow. Inspired, clearly.
So this is the sketch I'm doing. It's a dream that I had about 2 weeks ago. I was seeing this man with long white hair, but this man wanted to attack me, but I felt like I was covered with this angel inside. So today I'm going to do that. I'm inside the angel protecting me.
That sounds majestic.
What's immediately clear is how freely Portia's hand moves in creating the lines of each painting. It's why her work feels so dynamic and energetic.
Oh, I can just see you there being enveloped by this angel protectively. When was it that you realized that your work had such an impact on people?
When I was in school, my work, people really were complaining about, because it's scary. For them, it was very scary. So that's when I realized, so that means my work has an impact. I'm saying something to the people.
Emotions can be such an overwhelming thing, and I can imagine that it was quite scary. But when did you decide that being an artist was what you wanted?
I didn't actually decide. It's like when I was in school, I loved drawing. I used to draw for people, you know, just to get lunch. And then I went to secondary school. That's when I started doing art from Form 1. I didn't know that I can do this as a career. But then after school, I met this guy from the National Gallery. He taught me about a school at the National Gallery, and since then, I've been doing art.
Her choice of colour fills each canvas in a natural and spontaneous way. Portia also has her own method of using lino printing plates.
So this is the stencil.
Yeah, this is the stencil. Instead of me using a lino tile, I use a card because it's soft. I can press it on the canvas and I can print.
Well, it seems simple enough. I mean, I feel like I could probably do that.
You can? Okay, go ahead then.
So it's just even pressure across?
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, well, you feel quite artistic.
You are an artist, but you don't know.
There you have it. Now this is the big reveal. What do you think?
You didn't do this part, this one, but you get in there.
Ah, there we go, learning curve. It's the most important thing.
Yes.
Our timing was perfect, as the same day, the new Stevenson Gallery and Associate Director Lerato Bereng had chosen Portia's work for their opening exhibit.
Why did you guys decide to use her for the opening of your gallery?
Well, I must say we're very excited to have opened the gallery with Portia. It's such a privilege to have her work. It's just so energetic and colorful and really just conceptually engaging. And then really, Portia's body of work, which is called Talita Kumi, actually means arise, little girl, arise. So it's a really nice energy for the start of a new space.
It's important for African artists to be displayed, and she's on display here. Do you think that it's an issue that we need to address, one that needs to kind of come out more?
The work that we do is really to focus our lens on what we're doing on the continent. We celebrate and promote and try to expose as much as possible the creative output that's coming out from our continent and those that are in some way affiliated or interested or inspired by the continent.
The artist told us her greatest achievement is being able to keep working, thanks to platforms like this and interest from the likes of entrepreneur Mandla Sibeko.
Portia represents a new generation of voices in Africa, and I think she is an important voice, really articulating her vision of a very vibrant, a very colorful, exciting continent, as you can see in the work.
So how does it feel seeing your wife's work on display?
It's amazing. I feel very, very proud, I would say. Yeah, I think the word proud doesn't really explain how I feel about it, because it's awesome.
Guys, thank you so much for letting me look into a bit of the process as to how these come about. And listen, Portia, if you ever have any dreams about a certain doctor, I mean, I'd be more than happy to help you be a muse for one of them. I think that's a no.
Ms. Zvavahera's latest news is she's collecting fabric and printed materials from West Africa and has started designing her own clothes. We'll keep you posted.